Hello, everyone, and welcome here to the Wednesday morning sports stream. At least I think it's Wednesday. I don't know. I lose track of days sometimes. Yes, it is Wednesday, and welcome here to the usual short morning sports stream. I am, of course, your host, Death Andy 589, and I need to turn my computer down so I'm not bleeding through my own headset. That's much better there. So yeah, we're gonna continue my career here, as you can obviously tell. Xbox on Snap. Thank you. Sometimes I swear my Kinect is deaf. So let's see here what we got to continue with. Alright, starting off the day with a game on the road against the New York Knicks.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
With the Diesel and the Jet, this is Ernie Johnson. Welcome to the NBA on 2K
I still say
Sports.
that's like
Tonight we'll be watching
like
the
an
Indiana
80s,
Pacers playing
70s,
against the New
80s
York
band
Knicks.
name. So that's
For
what
New
it
York.
sounds like to me.
They're
I'm
sitting
thinking
at
like
500
Cool and the
over
Gang
last
and
10 games, kind of treading water. They'd really like to make a splash over the next few games. And All-Star
Yes, you
Weekend
could also
approaching,
maybe
always
push it
a
back
big
to the
stage, but how
60s as well.
desirable is it today for players to be in a big market? Kenny, do you think that aspect is important as it
No.
Used to be?
When Miami Heat won the NBA championship, small market team, they're about 29th market. San Antonio Spurs win the NBA championship, small market team, below 30 in terms of U.S. cities.
Yeah,
So,
I
no,
would say probably,
you just have
that
to have
time, like 60s
guys
to
wanna be on
80s.
good teams.
That
Great
sounds like a
teams.
band name
That's
from
more
that
memorable
era.
than being in a place that has late night dining.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying, Kenny, but the big markets still have an attraction. Bright lights and that star power can help
Bright
boost your
lights.
profile and earning potential as a player.
Street lights, people.
No question.
Kevin Durant?
They've been to the NBA finals. No question. Another
That's
example.
another
It doesn't
example.
hurt, man. If you have a great team, people know who you are.
late night dining?
Late night.
That's the
because
the
late night
barometer
dining.
of big
Hey,
city.
go to
Late
Sacramento.
Night, late
See what
night
time
dining.
Okay, let's move on. Oh.
It's time for some hoops at the home of the New York Knicks. We're bringing it to you live on 2K Sports. For the Knicks, they continue their stretch of home games. Facing off here against a very talented ball club, guys, this is a tremendous chance for them to put all their skill and talent on display.
This is one of those games when you look at your calendar, it's circle before the schedule's even released. So it's
Alright, hold on one second, guys. I gotta take care of something really quick for work here. Alright. I am
One of the
back.
best
Sorry about
rivalries
that.
we have in our league. And guys, this is the one you do not want to
Trying to
miss.
get everything set up for
because it seems like these two teams
me
always
taking
have a
over
reason
the
to be
Saturday
angry
morning
at each
sports
other,
show,
a little
and
chippy at the very least.
one
and
of the
that brings out
passwords
the best
I-
basketball in both of them.
Let's check out
username and
Indiana's
passwords I
starting
need
lineup.
for one of the news
He's in at power
sources
forward.
seems to not
Ellis
be
is out there with
working
Hill.
like it
And there's Hill,
should.
and it's George in at the 3 slot. And it's the Pacers with the ball. Coming into this, having notched a win against Cleveland in their last game.
And we've talked about how in the NBA you've got to earn your points the hard way, and that really wasn't the case in that game for them.
No, there was no hard way about it. I mean, they got their points.
I was hoping he'd
easily
run
on
into me.
dunks and
That's
layups
totally why I
against
set the
defense
screen.
that really didn't offer much of a fight.
It was a bait that didn't
And
work.
looks
Ah!
like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Yeah, you've got to make sure your feet are set
That's a
when you
little bit
set
of a
those
rough
screens,
start.
or they're going to call that on you.
Well, I thought maybe he was set. I know that's a difficult call to make, but I think they might have missed that one.
Now, here is Smith, coming off a stellar performance against Detroit. Lopez kicks to Anthony. It's stolen by Hill.
Whoopsie daisy.
Outside, George. Moore with it. Now Anthony defending. And George, here we go. Good.
Good move.
George
Good
has got his
move.
first 2 points of the night.
In that tight, with that much of an advantage height-wise, there's just not a lot the defense can do.
Smith left
Uh-oh.
side. Here's Lopez, and he uses the glass on the way.
Okay.
How about the purpose with which he's crashing
That's
through
my
the
fault
backboards
for
right now?
not getting back.
Some hard-earned second chance points.
Hill passes to Moore. And whenever Freak
And
finds himself in New
there's
York
foul.
Park, you can always bet on seeing his mom and dad in the stands watching him play.
Well, Freak is somewhat the pride of New York with his roots and ties to the city. When they own you, they embrace you, you're theirs. And it's always nice to see a player getting that kind of love from his hometown fans.
And so Moore nails both of them.
Well done again.
As
he doesn't have the
usual.
same problems at the line that plague some of the NBA's other big men.
Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Here's Anthony. Cannot hit. And it's the Pacers taking it the
Okay.
other way. Outside Hill. Here's Moore. Good. And it's Hill picking up the assist.
That was easy enough.
And it's 6 points for Freak.
I tell you what, the post play has been rock solid right off the bat.
It really has, and they've created a lot of high percentage shots in the paint here already.
Here's Cannon. A look at his stats. He averages a
Wow.
bit over 8 points a game.
Oh, wow.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
Now, here's George. He's been playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game. New York trailing. Cannon kicks to Smith. It's Anthony with the drive. Paddles through traffic and lays it in.
Okay, okay.
And
Come
when
on,
the
guys.
size
Solid
advantage
defense.
is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
Hill inside from 17 feet out.
Come
Bounces
on. Friendly
high off
bounce.
the
There we
rim
go.
and drops. And it's 8 points for Freak. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter.
I'm definitely off to a good start
Cannon
here.
dishes to a Flalo.
8 of the first 10 points.
Screen by Smith. Anthony, the pass to Smith. Moore
Nope.
with the block.
And there's the block.
Oh, and here we go. Ellis has
come
got
on,
the
Ellis.
fast
Come
break
on,
chance.
Ellis.
Finished off the break. Ellis has got his first bucket in this one.
No doubt that is within his range.
Well, I would hope so. He's a pro, and it was only a one-footer. Come on now.
And it's Smith penetrating. The shot is off. Hill with some nice D. Pacers leading by 4.
I think
Doris
a
Burke has some
combination of
information
some
for us,
nice
Doris.
defense.
Kevin, earlier I spoke with Kurt Rambis. A key concern for his side is how to keep Monte Ellis from running amok on their defense. He said there are very few players in the league who can take a sliver or a seam in a defense and turn it into 2 points as efficiently as Monte Ellis does. He said one step and he's at the rim. We have to move our feet as a unit or he'll get to the rim all game long. Guys?
And I
Doris,
make it all the way down to
For
get the
Indiana,
rebound to
they've
run
gone
all
5
the
of
way
8 from
back.
the field, shooting over 62%. Pass to George. Hill against the Flalo. Hill kicks to Moore. Good, and it's Hill picking
Ooh,
up
I
the
thought I
assist.
let that go just a little bit too
And that's
long.
now 10 points for Freak.
Boy, guys, they've shown some great passing on their last few trips now on the floor. Excellent.
4 straight passes leading to scores. Great team play. Now a chance to see the numbers for George. He's one of the standouts over the last month, averaging about 15 points, 2 assists, and 2 rebounds.
Solid numbers there.
The bucket, he's their go-to. Just irrepressible and a prolific scorer.
Catching up on the changes for New York. Kevin Serafin, he's checked in for Lopez. Derek Williams comes in for Smith. Jose Calderon is checked in for Flalo. And Donald Sloan subbed in for Canada.
Oh, I did my job.
59 seconds left in the first quarter. Stuckey kicks to Hill. Dishes to Turner. Feeds it to Stuckey. And the call is going to be... yes,
come
it is, an
on, I
illegal
was
screen.
set.
Oh, an illegal screen there. One of the toughest calls for an official to make.
Lopez, he's checked in for Kevin Serafin.
Shenanigans.
Smith comes in
I
for
declare
Anthony.
the shenanigans.
And it's a Flalo in for Jose Calderon. So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Jordan Hill, he's checked in
Why
for
would
Turner.
you even
Freak
try
comes in
that?
for Scott. Paul George is checked in for Solomon Hill. And it's Hill in for C.J. Miles. And so in the game for the Pacers. Hill and Stuckey are the guard set. Hill is out there with Freak. And it's George in at the 3 spot. Lopez a screen. The 3 from a Flalo. The Pacers pull it in.
Good little 2-man action there, but they just can't get the shot to fall.
Yeah, but that was a beauty. Good-looking shot, well-executed play. I wouldn't be surprised to see them go back to it.
Good on that shot. With that, the Knick lead is cut down to 6 on the bucket.
Oh, wow,
from
they
George.
really... I just
Knicks
now
have
looked
gotten
at the
4 of
score
the
at the
first 5
simulation.
shots
They
to fall
really
in the
took
second
over.
quarter. Outstanding shooting. Here's Sloan. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. On the wing of Flalo. Wide open look. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Williams. Flalo's got the lead up to 8 now for the Knicks. Outside, George. Indiana moving the ball around. Hill sets the screen for Hill. He dishes it to Hill. On target from 13
There we go.
feet.
Yeah, that's asking a lot from that defender.
Yeah, it certainly is. I mean, he just doesn't have the
Now,
size
let's get a
to really be
defensive
effective
stop.
in that kind of matchup.
And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. And Sloan kicks to a Flalo. Pass to Smith. 6 on the shot clock. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
Really on the right plate defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think
Brick
twice
and
about
brick.
coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
Isaiah Cannon, he's checked in for New York. The Pacers also with a sub. Ellis, he's checked in for Rodney Stuckey.
Ooh, wide
Nice
open,
shot
Paul
by
George.
Offensively, he can be the engine that drives them at any given time.
Slacking defense there.
Cannon kicks to Williams. Aflalo dishes to Cannon. The drive by Smith. There we go. Now in the scoring
okay,
foul
that's
with that
my
make.
fault.
He is 1 for 4.
Getting better and better. Got that field goal percentage up in the 60s now.
Clark, they've dialed it in here in the second quarter, playing really well.
And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact
Okay,
on the
well,
shot.
I'll take some
The
free
Pacers
throws,
have
some
been
easy
perfect at the
buckets.
line so far, albeit just
Or
2 for 2.
supposedly easy buckets.
That one is
I
off.
spoke too soon.
And he's good on the second. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Okay, well, let's check in with Doris Burke reporting from our sideline in this game. Doris, take it away.
Well,
Still, I mean, at least we didn't walk away empty.
The last matchup against the Cavaliers had a huge game. He dropped in 24
There we
points
go.
and he was on target the whole contest. Very few misses from him all night. Absolutely incredible numbers from him in a monstrous game.
Woohoo!
Appreciate it, Doris. Thanks. Well, we've seen a lot of great players have a lot of great games, but that was something special.
And I love that no matter what approach they tried against him,
Sorry,
nothing
Josh.
worked. I mean, he was ready for everything.
It makes you wonder what kind of defense they'll
Give me
throw
that.
at him tonight. I mean, however they choose to play him, it's still going to take a special effort to keep him under control.
Now, here is Hill. Josh Smith unable to get his shot to go. Kicks it to George. Takes it from 10. And the rebound goes to
I thought I
Lopez.
could run around with Smith.
Lopez has
Did not
got 3
work
rebounds
out.
now in this one. A follow the pass to Lopez. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Lopez has got his second bucket of the night.
They have repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid dividends.
And with as many points as they've gotten in the paint, you know, they haven't had to do much work on the perimeter.
Good on the shot.
Woohoo!
And that's now 9 points for Paul George.
And started hot, and he's only gotten hotter.
All right, well, we're battling. We're keeping it close, within striking distance.
So for the Knicks, Kevin Serafin, he's checked in for Lopez. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that is...
All right, Kevin, here.
The third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game.
Just absolute domination in this one for Freak. He's got 10 points, and his 2 blocks have given them a lift defensively.
No doubt about it. He's been a rim protector, and it's starting to get into the heads of their opponent.
And here we go.
Our second half of basketball.
Down
and
by
presented
1.
by Gatorade. Let's see who's
Oh,
all fueled
and
up
it's
and on the floor to
intercepted.
start the third. And New York, looking at who they've got. Isaiah Cannon is out there with a follow. Then it's Anthony. Then it's Smith. And it's Lopez in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. New York shooting fantastically in this game, 62% from the floor. Out to Anthony.
I'm going to call for defensive 3 seconds.
Ball's knocked loose.
Oh!
Paul George with the steal.
Oh!
And the call will be against George Hill.
Oh, hell no.
That's his first
I
foul.
should have called for
Yeah,
that.
nothing wrong with fighting for the rebound, but he gets nailed with the over-the-back call.
And, Greg, you know I was an offensive rebounder in my day. And I like that kind of aggressive play.
I definitely
But
should have
he's
called
got
for
to do a
that
little better
pass.
job of trying to get
Oh,
position
well.
earlier in that case.
That's a good point. Positioning is so vital when you're trying to rebound the basketball, and that's something that wasn't on display in that position.
I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
That's got to be job number 1 right now. Nothing easy on the inside.
And the rejection by Smith. Anthony kicks to Cannon.
Well, that's the second time that's happened.
Now here is Smith. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you could hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
New York shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
And when you look at that free throw percentage on the season, they're right around 73%.
Guys, their free throw shooting has slipped a bit since last year, but not really to the point where they should be overly concerned about it.
Donald Sloan's checked in for Isaiah Cannon. Rodney Stuckey's checked in for Indiana. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
And we're going to continue
Anthony
to struggle.
kicks to Afflalo. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet. Anthony's got assist number 5 here tonight.
It's kind of a
Playing
rough
an
half,
important role in their
rough
offense
quarter
today, guys.
for us.
Without him, they may not be in the lead.
Now, here's George. 9 points in the game so far. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Buries it from
There we
three-point
go.
range.
Finally freed him
George has got 12.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't.
Oh,
get over
no.
Enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
Here's Hill, following the score by Josh Smith. George dishes to Moore. Pick up by Hill, and Moore kicks to George. And again, it's
There
the
we
Pacers
go.
from deep.
These defenders had better start closing
Find
out
the guy
on
who
those
has the
shooters.
hot hand.
That's 2 in a row, and we call that a streak.
Smith outside. Moore with the block. And it turns out it's going to be a foul. He was
All right,
hoping
well,
for a
at
clean
least I
block, but
prevented
the
him from
officials felt otherwise. So we'll see
getting a
some free
layup.
throws here.
You know, I love how he absorbs the foul and still had a chance to knock that one down.
Boy, terrific play there. I thought even with all the contact, he still was going to get that shot.
All right. Well,
And New
like
York
you said,
making a change here.
keeping it within
Williams is
striking
checked in.
distance. Keeping it within striking distance.
Making free throws a big key for any team. Let's see the best in the NBA. Number 1, the Pacers.
We've talked about rebounding being a key factor in winning. Free throws and free throw percentage is another one of those key factors in winning. This team is the best in the league at making free throws, and that's one of the reasons
Oh,
they're successful.
no.
The Knicks leading by
I thought
3.
I was going to just drive with it. And
Sloan
it decided
passes
to
to
make me
Anthony.
want to try to take a jump shot. And I poorly timed it.
Lopez a screen.
Oh, no.
Wide
Oh.
open, he shoots. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. Anthony's got 6 assists now in the game.
Very well executed pick to give him all kinds of space to get that one off.
Hill dishes to Stuckey. Moore outside. Outside Hill. 5 to shoot. Back to Moore.
No.
Knocks it loose.
Oh.
Lopez with the steal.
Why did it keep taking me far away? I wanted
And
to go
Sloan
to
kicks
the
to
basket,
Lopez.
not away from it.
The dish to Sloan.
Ugh, sometimes this game.
Moore with the block. But they get it back. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. Kevin Serafin, he's
All right.
for New York.
Well, there's that 3D
Calderon
aspect
comes in
again.
For Aaron Afflalo. And the Pacers also making a change. Turner's checked in. There's the pass to George. Beyond the arc. Count that as his 7th field goal in 10 tries. He's shooting a very good 70%.
They're going back to the three-point shot over and over and over.
And they may have found the Achilles heel of this defense. That was their 9th straight point from beyond the arc.
And he gets it to go.
I jumped too
Well, they
early.
certainly didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Yeah, and that's important because this game may ultimately come down to which team controls the paint in crunch time.
That's good.
Whew,
You know,
nice little
obviously,
runner
he
there.
knows how to finish with some flair.
The Knicks leading by 3. And Sloan kicks to Calderon. Outside Anthony. Fires at the elbow. And the rebound goes
All
to
right.
the Pacers. Moore's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Hill kicks to Moore. 59 seconds left in the third. The score now all even. And that's now 21
And now we've
points
tied
here
it.
for George.
These defenders are putting up very little resistance to the three-point shot.
And it's killing them. 4 of the last 5 makes coming from long range.
Well, a careless foul, and he'll go to the line for 3 free throws. New York shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
At the line for 2.
That's good from Calderon.
Some fantastic numbers for Calderon.
So for New York, their last game, a win against the Detroit Pistons. On the court for Indiana. Moore in at power forward. Ellis is out there with C.J. Miles. Then there's Solomon Hill, and it's Turner in at the 5 spot. Now here's Ellis to the paint.
I need to get out of here.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when we're talking about a game down the stretch.
I'm not
and
paying
the Knicks
attention.
making a change here. Aflalo's checked in. The Pacers also with a sub. Stuckey's checked in. Anthony down low. Gill's there. And that one's good. Anthony's got 4 this quarter.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
That's right. 5 of their last 6 makes were on the interior. They've established their inside presence.
No good from Moore.
Gotta be
And
kidding
I
me.
like what they've been doing down
I've gone
low
ice cold in
the
this
post.
game.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
For the Knicks, Robin Lopez is checked in for Kevin Serafin, and Donald Sloan subbed in for Cannon. Indiana also making some changes. Jordan Hill, he's checked in for Turner. Paul George comes in for Hill, and George Hill's subbed in for Ellis. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Smith outside, fires for
No,
3.
get out of my way.
Rebounded by
Thank
Moore.
goodness. He's a terrible
leading.
3-point shooter.
Outside Hill. He kicks to George. George double teamed. Moore against Smith. Taken away by Anthony. And now the fast break. Anthony with the ball. That puts them in the lead. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Knicks.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
Another part of their game that's made a difference tonight is all the second chance points they've been able to get.
That free throw missing. He hits the second from the line.
They should be in front right now, but he'll be relieved not to have come up totally empty there.
Here's Sloan. Smith outside. He feeds it to Carmelo. Shot clock at 6. Back to Smith. That one falls off Anthony's feet. And
Wow,
that's now
4
6
turnovers in
points
this
for
game.
Joe
I'm not
Smith.
focusing.
Indiana
I'm
trailing
too
here.
busy trying to
They set the screen.
work on stuff for
Hill
work.
passes to Moore. And it's sent back by Lopez. And the shot is good. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation.
I just need to. I want to finish this and pause the game again, but
George
I may have
against
to just
Anthony.
pause it here so I can
That's
gain
in
some
for his 8th
focus
bucket
back.
tonight. A hot 8 for 11.
Okay, I'm sorry. I've got to work on this for a second. I'll be right back.
shooting so far.
Every
All right,
time it gets
I'm
scored in this run, it's come from inside.
I apologize for the
Yeah,
interruption.
they really
that,
own the interior. You've got to
but
collapse that
it's something
defense over the top.
I have to take
Now
care
here's
of
Hill.
right
Inside.
now.
Hill, no good.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
When
And
it
Sloan
when it
kicks to
comes to priority levels,
It's
the
rebounded
job
by
that
Indiana.
actually
Hill's
pays
got his
me
third rebound
at the
tonight.
moment, unfortunately, comes first.
Stuckey dishes to Moore. Back to Stuckey.
So before, I'd love to be doing this full time.
Freak sets
but,
a screen for Stuckey.
Takes a little time to build up a champ.
And that one's good. Stuckey's got it all tied up now for the Pacers.
That's a brain freeze right there from the entire defense. Now is not the time to lose your focus.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Kevin, I was able to listen in on what Kurt Rambis had to say to the team. He tried to really fire them up to bring it home, saying, all night, you have all night to rest after the final buzzer. For now, we have to lay it on the line and try to bring it home. Guys, back to you.
Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Anthony with it. Smith with a screen on George. Anthony drives in. He got an advantage there off the pick and took it right in. Anthony's got 12 points in just the second half. Outside Hill. To the middle. Here's Stuckey. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist.
There we go.
6 points in the game for Stuckey.
Now they're
The
taking
second
the
he
time
got
out.
around the pick and shook his man, it was straight to the bucket for the easy deuce. Very, very well done.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
Monte Ellis checked in for Rodney Stuckey. There's 1:54 left in the fourth. Anthony drives in. And he gets it to go from the high post. Anthony's got 12
All right,
points now
come
in
on,
the
come on, we got
They're in
this.
the position they're in right now, thanks in no small part to the show that he's putting on in this period.
Watching the line there, that'll be a backcourt violation.
That's only the first turnover, guys. He's been safe as an option for them at the offensive end.
1:41 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Smith. Nice D from Moore.
Nope.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
Out to the wing. Outside Hill. And the go-ahead bucket, no good.
The mechanics totally out of whack right now. He's lost his feel for the shot.
Yeah,
I
he really
haven't
has.
scored
I mean,
anything
just
since the first
totally out of
quarter.
sync.
I'm pretty sure.
You can just see it in the
nothing's
numbers.
going right here
Nothing
for
going
us.
down for him right now.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
And that one's good, Ellis.
Oh, there's something that
Now
finally
is
went.
not the time to be giving him that kind of shot.
Knicks have gotten more than 58% of their attempts to go down for them in the fourth quarter. They're 7 of 12. To the middle. Here's Anthony. Buries it.
Hold on.
He is just this court. That lead's not going anywhere while he's this high.
Outside Hill. Now the feed to Moore. Here's George. Not enough on that one as it misses. This may be their most important possession.
No doubt about it. As long as they don't make any major mistakes, this one's in the bag. And you know what? He had to clear some space for himself to get that rebound. Not an easy one there among the big boys.
There's the pick. Hill kicks to Moore. It's in!
Yeah, there we go.
And tie game.
Give them
That
a
is
little too much
huge
time,
basket
though.
right there.
That was massive.
You know it. He's stepping right into the spotlight there.
It's our time. It's
The Knicks making a switch here.
Come up with a steal or something.
There's 10 seconds left to play here in the fourth. It's Anthony with the drive.
Now that's a killer crossover.
Wow.
The defender got totally shook up by that move.
From deep, George. Oh, the all-or-nothing shot. No good.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
I'm take the.
Kevin, much appreciated, and now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Carmelo Anthony. He found his rhythm in the second half, and there was no stopping him then. He was locked and loaded.
He was up to every single challenge he faced
think
tonight. He
I'll
was in
take
such
the,
control
blame
of the
on
ball
that
game.
one.
His showcase of his skill set was
As-
awesome.
Just
His
too
accuracy from
busy
the field was
focused
pretty eye-catching.
elsewhere and
I mean, if he
was not
shooting
focusing
ball,
on
it
the
was
game
going in.
itself.
You rarely see a performance like this with this crazy high shooting percentage. Wow.
And folks, that's it for us. Thank you for tuning in. Always a pleasure. For Kenny the Jet Smith, for Shaquille O'Neal, this is Ernie Johnson. Have a great night.
Alright. Let's hope to have a better game. In the next one, that is. Alright, what we got up here? Local basketball tournament with Al Jefferson. 1 minute 3-point challenge or team scrimmage. I'm gonna go hang out with Al Jefferson.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, NBA fans. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm your host, Ernie Johnson, and seated beside me, Kenny the Jet Smith and the Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. In this game, we'll see the Indiana Pacers against the Hornets out in Charlotte. So for the Hornets, their last game, a win against the Celtics in Boston. A terrific underdog win in that last game. They're feeling good, looking to keep it up tonight. And at the All-Star break, a chance for players to heal and recuperate. And Kenny, let's talk about injuries. A part of the game, but some manage to stay healthy. Is
well,
it all
some of
just
it's luck, but a lot of it's preparation. If you prepare your body for the rigors of the NBA season, you're going to reduce the risk and you become more durable, and the quality teams have that. But really, one of the most valuable things a player can bring to the table is health.
You know, the saying goes, the best ability is availability.
Oh, I like that.
And, you know, there's truth to that. You know, so many things factor into a player's health. Toughness, conditioning, and it's a great training staff you also need to have. It all adds up.
Do you recall who it was who said the best ability
Dr.
is
Shaquille
availability? Oh, really? Under what circumstances was this famous quote uttered? Oh, thank you. Thanks for your honesty, which I understand is the best policy.
Wow, nice.
Somebody
I
just
like
said
that.
Hey, D's Nuts, how's it going?
E equals MC squared.
Wow.
Ooh, Kenny, you got anything? No, I didn't think so. Thanks for
To be
tuning
or
in.
not to be?
That is the question.
It's time for some hoops at the Time Warner Cable Arena in downtown Charlotte, North Carolina. It's the home of the Hornets, live on 2K Sports. Last game for the Hornets, they picked up the W against the Celtics in Boston. And that was a serious
All right, let's hope for a
Not
better
too many people
I am
claim
playing
that
on
they
the
saw that
Xbox
coming.
One.
And Kevin, you know, they showed how important it is to have a strong bench. I mean, when you are on the road, that depth is vital. I think they really utilized the second unit to extend their offensive assault and just really wore down their opponent.
And guys, I think what you saw from them throughout the game was teamwork. This is a team. Regardless of who was out there on the floor at any given time, they got it done. And that has to make you feel good as a group.
All right, let's set the floor. Courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. On the court right now for the Pacers. Moore, he's in at the 4 spot. Ellis is out there with George Hill. Then it's Paul George, and it's Hill in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Got that one up.
Oh, it's
quick.
nice to see Al
Perfect
Jefferson
screen
back
there,
around
set
this
him up
time.
with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the
Nice.
setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have. That's terrific defense right there to prevent
Last
from
time I
converting
played the
in
Hornets, I
close.
think Jefferson
And
was
now
injured.
Doris Burke has
I
an
just
update
played
from the
a
sidelines.
local
Hey,
basketball
Kevin,
tournament.
I was
with
able to
him.
talk with Charlotte's head coach for a moment. His biggest concern seemed to be how to contain Monte Ellis on the offensive end. He said, quote, no matter where he is on the floor, he is a threat to score because he can get into the lane whenever he wants.
Yeah,
We'll just
friendly
have
bomb.
to try and get the ball out of his hands on the offensive end.
Are you playing
We'll see if they can
My
do just
Career
that.
as
All right,
well?
Doris.
Or are you
Here's
doing
Walker
like the My GM
following
mode?
the basket by Freak. Cutting the screen. And Walker kicks to Jefferson. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
Well, he's an undersized center, but he more than makes up for it with some serious leaping ability.
Hill dishes to Hill. Outside, George. Over in the corner, Ellis. Here's George.
Ooh, George would have had a wide open shot had that been a better pass.
Lets it go from the wing. And the whistle blows. It's going to be
Ouch.
Michael Kidd-Gilchrist.
Rude.
That's his first
Cool.
foul.
What position do you play?
Now Moore. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against New York.
Yeah, but you can't talk about his performance without mentioning what he did defensively in terms of shot blocking. He was a force of nature.
And making connections is always good in any business, and the NBA is no different. From what I've heard, Clark, Freak has done a good job of reaching out to his peers all over the NBA.
I think that's an example of Freak just having a good head on his shoulders and knowing that taking the time to get to know others in the business has its benefits.
Yeah, good job to take it right
Yeah,
at them.
that's
really
it's not a
left him no
bad
choice
position,
there,
small forward.
He had to foul and keep him
Kind of
from converting the easy
in
bucket.
between spot if you can't decide whether or not you want to play, a small, want to play
And
like
the
a
first
smaller
one at the
guard
line is
position,
good.
or if you want to play as a big man. Got that in between spot.
So he gets them both.
A little bit of
And a little
of
over
the
2.5 minutes
both
gone
worlds
here in the
there.
first. Pass to Ellis. Here's the screen. It's Hill on the wing. Wide open look.
Ooh, good
Second
rebound.
shot opportunity.
Oh,
and 2 free
so
throws
close to
coming
the
up
end.
as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. The Pacers shooting their first free throws of the game. Free throw drops for Hill. Both free throws good from Hill. And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Outside, Walker. Martin with a screen on Hill. And there's Al Jefferson on the assist
Nice
by
quick
Walker.
turnaround shot.
6 points
I
for
play
Al
power
Jefferson.
forward.
Good work by Kevin Martin with that screen.
And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
That
From
slight
long
little
range or
shift
short,
of the feet.
Small forwards on this list have been on target for the past 10 games, leading their position in field goal percentage. Paul George on top.
Obviously, looking at those numbers, he hasn't just been settling for outside shots. He works very hard to get a lot of high-quality looks in close.
And that inside-outside game,
Yeah,
I like
I've
to
always
call it
enjoyed
reversible
playing power
clothing.
forward. I mean, as
Makes
long as
him
I've been
the
playing
most accurate
NBA
shooter
games, I've
among
always
NBA
played
small
power forward.
forwards.
But
How in the world
that just
did they
stems
let
from
him
in
get
high
that
school.
wide
I
open?
play like power forward / center.
Walker against Hill. Shots good by Walker. Walker's got his second basket of the game.
So I've always just kind of been drawn to the power forward
For Indiana, they've
position
gone
more
4 of
so
7
than
from the
center,
field, shooting
just
over
because a little
50%.
bit more athletic and
George passes to Ellis.
but still with the power to drive,
The
dunk,
feed to
block.
Hill. Turner with a screen on Walker. And the basket by Hill.
And those are two teammates right there working in rhythm.
More free
One
range, I
setting
guess
the
you could
screen and
say.
the other using it to get that separation.
Power forwards are a little more known
Now,
for
here's Walker.
hitting mid-range
In
jumpers
the game
and
against
that.
Boston, very impressive. Another shot. Rebounded by Moore. Indiana leading by 3. Now here is Hill. Down low.
Oh, I
from
can't believe
Moore.
I missed that.
Oh, that's terrific defense there. That's how you
Oh,
protect
the
the rim.
Bucks. That's actually not a bad team to be
And it's
on.
Walker penetrating. Good. Walker's got 6 points.
He's looking confident right from the opening tip.
Got a lot of good young talent on that
Spread the
team.
floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
As you can clearly tell, I got drafted to the Pacers.
Already it's February. Let's see how the East is matching up. Look at Indiana. Quite a season they've assembled here, guys. Perched up there in first place and playing terrific basketball. And of course, Charlotte, not in the same
I
realm
think
right now in
the
terms
last
of their
time I
record.
checked, and
And
I haven't
think
done,
for
I haven't been
Charlotte,
able
hanging
to
where
upgrade
they
my
are, right in the
attributes
middle
lately
of
because
the
I don't have any
standings
upgrades
will not
available.
Make things
but,
easy for them down
the
the
last
stretch.
time I was
Well,
at
it figures to be
a
a hectic finish to the season as they attempt to
Ugh,
lock
at
down
89.
postseason berth. They've got very little margin for error the rest of the way.
and that was when I
In the
checked
corner is
yesterday,
Lynn.
and I haven't done any upgrading since, so I think I'm still at 89. It might be a little higher because I do have some boost active, but I'm not sure if the boost's really affected at all. At least the overall, that is.
And Turner with the block. Right side Hill to the paint. And again it will fall. Basket good there from Moore. Moore's
What
got 8
overall
points.
do you happen to be?
We've got 28 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And the bucket counts. And he's on his way to the free throw.
To check my overall when I get back to my gym.
Here's Lynn. He had a big outing in that Celtics game as well. On the court for Indiana. Moore, he's in at power forward. Rodney Stuckey out there with Ellis. Then it's Hill, and it's George in at the small forward. Lynn kicks to Jefferson. Great defense that time from Ellis.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
The shot by George, wide open. Basket is good. The assist from Stuckey.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Great ball movement.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Doris Burke. Hey, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against
Oh,
the Knicks, boy, was he
no,
tremendous.
thank you.
He picked up 12 points and was just an absolute force inside on defense, batting
pump
away
fake,
shots
Stuckey.
every second he was on the floor. A performance
Okay,
like
I need
this
to
is
get
what
back
we've
here
come
before
to
they throw the
expect
pass
during
up
this
court
great
and I
run
get
of
beat
his.
for an easy
Will we
dunk.
get another one tonight, guys?
Great job, Doris. Thank you, guys. It's going to be very interesting to see if he can stay in a role like that tonight.
Oh, that's some
I mean,
embarrassing
sometimes
lack
those
of
hot streaks
defense.
Can last for days, and I'm sure they'll be feeding him the basketball, hoping he's still got that mojo working.
Well, they ought to. I mean, when you've got a thoroughbred like him, I think you've got to ride him for as long as he'll carry you.
And it's the Pacers with the ball. Following the bucket by the Hornets.
Please don't miss
the shot
this.
is good
Okay.
from Stuckey.
Oh, terrific way to finish that move there, going to the basket.
Hornets trail by 10. Lynn dishes to Kid Gilchrist. Picked by Zeller. And it's Kid Gilchrist penetrating. Ellis against Zeller. Ellis the pass to Moore. Hill a screen on Lynn. Jefferson with the double team. Here's
Ooh,
George.
look at that. Ooh, I almost
It's
missed
rebounded
that. Oh,
by
George,
Jefferson.
how did you miss that?
The Hornets have
Oh,
gone only 2
you're
of
killing
7
me,
from the
man.
field since the second quarter got underway. And Kid Gilchrist kicks to Martin. Great touch on the 16-footer. Martin's got 6.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Down low, here's Hill. A rebound by Jefferson.
Okay, so apparently
Jefferson's
we
got
have
3
developed the
rebounds now in
inability
this
to
one.
hit a shot from right underneath the
Kid
basket.
Gilchrist dishes to Martin. There's the bucket, good. He's got 8.
Yeah, you're making things far too easy for him when you let him get it that deep.
I echo that. Ditto. I mean, you've got to do your work early to try to keep him out of the post. Fight him a little bit. Keep him away from that spot he wants.
Now here's Stuckey. He averages about 5 points a game. And he gets it to go.
Effective screen set there for the jump shot. That was the key to the play.
Lynn kicks to Martin. 1:49 left to play in the first half.
Gets past Ellis there.
Lets it go from 11. No good off the front iron.
And the D does just enough to throw off his rhythm on that shot.
Here's Ellis. And good
Woo!
coming on the assist by
Okay.
Rodney Stuckey.
I can get a little
Ellis
something
has
rolling
got
here.
the lead up to 10 now for Indiana.
Patience. Patience. Taking early threes is leading to long rebounds, which equal to transition points. Make the defense move, and let's pass up a good shot for a great shot. Let the game
Jeremy
come to
Lin.
you. We're forcing the issue too much.
Pulling his weight. He's had a hand in some big plays here
He's
recently.
actually not
Yeah, in
having
every
a
way, I
bad
think he's doing a much
season
better
coming off
job,
the
and the
bench
numbers
thus far
certainly
for the
support
Hornets.
that.
Here's what
Kind of
Charlotte's going
keeping
with
him
right now.
an eye on him for
Kaminsky is
fantasy
checked in for
basketball
Jefferson.
purposes.
Hawes comes in for Zeller. Jeremy Lamb's checked in for Kevin Martin. And it's Kemba Walker in for Jeremy Lin.
Oh, I
Indiana also
overran
making
that.
some changes.
Oops.
Turner's checked in for Hill. Hill comes in for Ellis. And George Hill's subbed in for Rodney Stuckey. Here's Hill. Kemba Walker making his last shot. Outside Hill. In the corner, George with it. It's rebounded by Charlotte. They've got the Wizards ahead of them for the next game. It's in Washington. That'll be just one game played away from home for them. And the ball travels out of bounds. Last touch by Kid Gilchrist. The Pacers make it. And so that's
okay, 10-point lead at halftime. That's not bad.
Lead by 10.
Not bad at all.
Let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Well, guys, I'm here with Al Jefferson. And
And the third quarter about ready to get underway. Freak really making a difference
here.
here.
And thanks for the
in
follow.
terms of points in that first half, he's now at a point where we expect him to perform that way.
And Greg, that tells you all you need to know about what a talent he is. I mean, I'll bet he adds a lot more to his totals after the break.
MKG and Zeller at the forward.
Oh, please don't miss that,
me. There with Kemba Walker. And it's Jefferson in at the center, locking down the middle. So that's the lineup for Charlotte. Hornets trail by 10. Martin, the pass to Walker.
Darn, Walker didn't fall for my clever setup screen or run into me play. Really wasn't that clever of a play.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pacers will take it.
That's one way to dribble away a possession.
What a run he's been on over the past few weeks. First in field goal percentage, first in free throw percentage, and he's also ranked in the top 10 in blocks per game. No trespassing when he's in the lane.
Yeah, and you're right. He's been the pinnacle of scoring efficiency. Never seems to take a bad shot.
Now here's Ellis. Five to shoot, and the layup falls.
Nice
and now
quick
a
pass.
12-point Indiana lead.
And the interior D is really starting to be
get
exposed here. How many layups have they gotten today?
And Jefferson wide open. He shoots. The shot's good on the assist by Walker.
Too much
Walker's
complaining, not enough playing.
And Indiana shooting has been just fantastic, around 65% tonight, getting exactly what they want when they want it. Hill, he feeds it to Hill. Bounces high off the rim and flies.
Right.
Hill's got 6.
3 for 3, and that's always a good way to start the second half.
Walker against Hill. Martin attacking. Again, the Hornets score.
I should have stepped up to try to get a hand in his face.
2 minutes into the second half of play now. Hill against Walker. Outside Hill. Stolen by Walker.
Uh-oh.
And a fast break now for the Hornets. Kick.
That hurts.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it too, Kevin. Go hard
There we go.
to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
And that was Kia bringing you the close-up on the big-time play. Here's Walker following the basket by Freak. Outside Martin. That's good.
Wow.
Martin's got 4 this quarter.
They've raised their field goal percentage just above 50% here. They actually look like a totally different team than what we saw in the first half. Much better execution offensively.
And that's out of bounds. Indiana will retain
Okay,
possession.
well.
Jeremy Lin, he's checked in for Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. Indiana also making some changes.
Think twice
LaVoy
about
Allen
that.
comes in for Jordan Hill.
Pump fake next
Rodney
time.
Stuckey subbed in for George Hill. Now here's Ellis. 7 points in the game. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Moore. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls
That's a little
in
fadeaway.
for him. Moore's got 14 points.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
And some changes here for the Hornets. In for Cody Zeller, and Jeremy Lamb subbed in for Martin. And Indiana with a change here too. Hill, he's checked in for George. Here's Walker. 8 points for him. Kicks to Lamb. The tray. Rebounded by Moore.
Nope.
Looking at the last game for the Indiana Pacers, it was a loss to the Knicks in New York.
And the issues they had defensively, in part, I thought, was a huge factor. Really compounded, I think, because it was a road game for them.
Well, they gave the crowd a bunch to cheer about. And when you do that, you put yourself in a really tough position trying to come away with the road win.
And once again, off the mark by Charlotte.
Boy, there was no hand in his face right there. I thought for sure.
Coming up with the defensive stops. Now we just need to get a few offensive possessions here ourselves.
Ellis outside. And Freak gets
just
to go
like
on
that.
The assist from Monte Ellis. Moore's got the lead up to 12 now for Indiana. Ellis against Walker. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They really got to pick up that interior defense. What a game we've seen here for Freak.
No, you can't count that basket when it
and
doesn't go in.
More than his share of shots today.
Much as I would love to.
Interior defense at its best, fellas. That's what we've seen out of him today.
And he makes the first. Spencer Hawes is checked in for Charlotte. And Indiana with a change here, too. Turner's checked in, and so Moore nails both of them.
As always.
1:36 left here in the third quarter. And there's the pass to Land.
I lead the league. Oof, that's a tongue twister. In free throw percentage.
And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Pacers.
Their defense has been outstanding, closing out on shots.
Hornets trail by 16 on the court for Indiana. Stuckey and George make up the perimeter. Turner is out there with Freak, and it's Hill in at the point. Left side, Lynn. Picked by Zeller.
Steady, steady.
Martin for 3. It falls for his 7th bucket of the contest.
Of course it falls.
7 for 9.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
George with the bucket.
And he could be the guy.
Quick ball
to put
movement
this
there.
game out of reach.
Here's Lynn. Outside, Kid Gilchrist. Zeller setting the pick for Kid Gilchrist. He dishes it to Zeller. Excellent D from Moore.
Nope.
All the defender had to do there was just stay close to him, and he did.
Kid Gilchrist against Stuckey. Here's Moore.
Oh, I wanted to
Charlotte
pump
will go
fake
the
it.
other
It just
way
went
with
into
it.
the shooting motion. Oh, well.
They get a hand on it, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch, they say, by Martin.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
Jordan Hill, he's checked in for Turner. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Pacers leading by 15, and the basket by Hill.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently
That's one way to
team
get
is
it done.
operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful when they play the game like this.
Lynn with it. Zeller setting the pick for Lynn, and it's Zeller atop the key. Gets an open look and hits.
Wow, he was just wide open there. That's way too easy.
The Pacers have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Hill a screen on Kid Gilchrist. And George, here we go, loses the defender with the screen and drills the jumper.
How about the screen that frees him up, though, for the jumper?
Zeller, a screen on Hill. Here's Lynn. Some solid defense from Moore.
And with room like that off the pick, you have got to knock that one down.
Well, you know, they did everything right, Greg. They executed. All you want is a good look at the basket. Sometimes the shots just don't fall.
Floats one up. Goes up again, and he drops that
There
one
we
in.
go.
Moore's got
Beautiful
20.
shot.
And such a steady hand. I mean, he's one of those guys that's really allowed them to take the lead.
Well, he's just so reliable and dependable and consistent, especially here today. I mean, his shooting percentage is off the charts.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
A nice shot by Lynn.
Not fazed at all by having a bigger defender on him down low, and I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation, but, well, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there.
Yeah, this is a much better game now that I have my focus back.
Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Hill against Len. Hill
Yeah, I'll
dishes
take
to
that
Moore.
'cause he can't dribble
Passes it
anywhere.
to George. Just 5 to shoot.
And since halftime, he has been
5
a
is plenty to
different player.
shoot when free him
Hornets
up on
trail
a
by
nice
Lynn
pick.
kicks to Martin. Lets a floater go.
We've seen Kevin Martin getting it done. He has 15 points and 1 steal as well.
And that one misses.
Crack.
And the Hornets making a change here. Walker's checked in. Ellis is checked in for Indiana. And he sinks the second. Pacers leading by 20.
One might be over. I think we blew out the
Outside
Hornets pretty
Hill.
bad the last time we played them too.
Here's Moore. And a good offensive
I'll have
board. And he
to
gets
go
the
back
bucket.
and look
Moore's got 4
when I
this quarter.
can
They're
access
forcing the
the
ball
schedule
inside,
again.
and it's working beautifully.
It really is. 5 out of 6 of their last field goals have come from the paint.
Here's Jefferson and foul called as he misses.
Hard
He'll go to the line
foul.
and shoot 2. First one falls for him. And he can't hit the second.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
That's exactly when you need to be aggressive, Greg. You know that. I mean, another good job of drawing contact
almost
and
had that
getting to
too.
the free throw line.
Ball going up court, and it's Martin that time on the assist by Walker. Walker's got his 7th assist in the game.
Let's
You know,
not
if you're only
collapse
looking
here at
at
the end
the
of the
way he's
game.
played offensively, you'd think his team would have the lead.
The drive by Hill. The dish now to Moore. There's 1:34 left to play in the final quarter. 6 on the shot clock. Hill nails it from the high
Woohoo!
post.
There's a nice little jump
And
shot.
the Pacers lead by 21.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Pacers.
You're right, Steve. It was a standout performance across the board. They were just...
And there's the
times
double-double.
Clark seemed toying with it.
Yeah, like watching a cat play with a mouse, Kevin, quite
Yeah.
honestly. They were able to do more or less, whatever they wanted to do.
And for the year now, they'll ramp up their win total to an even 40.
And just bulldozing their way through this season series. The victory here tonight makes it 3-0 for the year. With 1 game left to play against the Hornets.
And beyond the actual result of this game, fans are going to look back
got
and
pinned
see
in a
this was just
bad
a
spot.
monstrous performance for Freak. He did all the dirty work that they needed, clearing out space underneath and securing rebounds.
Shot off the pick. The Hornets pull it in.
Again, I thought I was going to drive and then pulled up for the
36
jumper.
seconds left in the fourth quarter. And Walker kicks to Zeller. Here's Jefferson, and he gets it to go.
They clearly look like a different team now. Suddenly, they've got some energy out on the floor.
Yeah, but it's come a little too late to have a real impact on the game, though. We call this box score window dressing. All it's going to do is make the numbers look a little better than it was.
Oh, there we go.
That's good.
And really no better feeling
Hey, and
than
1,000
to go
fans.
on the road and play this well and get the win.
Yeah, it's always a good win when you play the kind of game they have played tonight. I mean, especially, though, when you get it done on the road. A special feel.
Now we can just
Kevin, he's been a bright spot
hold
in what's
on to
otherwise
it
been a
and-
little bit of a struggle for this team.
Outside Hill. So no
Nice.
problem for Indiana
Good win.
as they get the win. A resounding victory for them. And Greg, in enemy territory, no less.
And that's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Guys, Paul George standing by with me here. And Paul, first, congratulations on the win. What's the attitude you have as a team right now?
Continue to, play together. And we can just stick to that, keep working, staying confident, keep defending, and knocking shots down. We'll be all right.
Paul, thank you so much. Guys, over to you.
I thought he said knock her socks
all right, Doris,
down.
thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.
And then I realized.
This is Kevin Harlan saying
no,
thank you for watching.
He said shots.
And now time to send it over to the award-winning Ernie Johnson for the post-game show.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we have the opportunity to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Freak. He simply had a dominant third quarter, and it quickly became apparent he wanted to exert his control over the tempo of the game.
He was dead on from the field tonight, guys. I'd call his performance economical because there was no wasted opportunities. He took advantage of every good look he got. I mean, everything he put up was going in.
Boom, boom, boom. That's right, Ernie. Instruments. This guy was instrumental tonight in making sure they avoided a second straight loss. They needed somebody to step up tonight, and he was their guy.
And folks, that's it for us. Thank you for tuning in. Always a pleasure. For Kenny the Jet Smith, for Shaquille O'Neal, this is Ernie Johnson. Have a great night.
Okay, and advance. Okay, checking on overall. Okay, 89. That's good. And then let's see, where's the last time we played Charlotte? There it is. Oh, it just says when. Oh, here we go. 74-54, so we beat them by 20. This time, only 17. Ooh, it's almost All-Star break. Alright, well, let's head into this game with Detroit. No need to waste any time.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
With the Diesel and the Jet, this is Ernie Johnson. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. In this game, we'll see the Indiana Pacers against the Detroit Pistons. Looking at the Pistons, with a record of 3-7 over their last 10 games, they have been struggling. Wins hard to come by. We'll see if they can grab one tonight. Well, Freak was recently selected to be a part of All-Star Weekend. Very big honor for him, and I'm sure there will be a lot expected of him. You guys have both been involved with All-Star Weekend. What's it like? What's going through their heads right now?
The most important thing you have to do is just enjoy the weekend. There's going to be a lot of superstars there. There's going to be a lot of things going on. You just have to go, perform, let them know who you are. The fans voted you in. Got to give them a great show.
Yeah, but I think, guys, if you're there, you can't get caught up with all of the hype and everything and all the star watching. I think you're there to be the star. not to see the stars. So you have to go in there and perform and let people remember you. Shaq always did that, and he did that great.
You know why?
Why?
I saw Halle Berry looking at me one time.
You know what I think? It was really admirable, whether you were going to be in the dunk contest, Kenny, or the three-point, or you're playing in the game, Shaq, that you guys got to town and you just stayed in the room. I thought that was
sure
very
did.
impressive.
Yeah. It was
that's all you did. You just went to the
That's it.
hotel, checked in, and said,
But
I'll
I
see you
considered the
see you
city
Saturday night
the
or see you
room.
Sunday.
Shaquille stayed in the room, but Shaq was partying like a bug.
We'll see you next time.
Welcome, everyone, to this 2K Sports broadcast of the Pacers live from Indianapolis, Indiana. Well, it was the Indiana Pacers winning their last game against the Charlotte Hornets. It was just a textbook performance. That game was all there. Once they got it going, it was full speed ahead.
Yeah, the confidence just exuding in that performance on the offensive end. I mean, really illustrates how this team clicks when guys are communicating and executing as a cohesive unit.
Yeah, roadkill is hard to get in this league. I mean, to be a great NBA team, you've got to be able to have that kind of performance on the road. Focused, purposeful, and productive. Really solid.
And it's the Pistons to start out.
Doop, doop, boop, boop,
And a look at the
doo.
starters for the Pistons. Jennings and Meeks in the backcourt. Johnson is out there with Ilyasova. And it's Drummond in
Oops,
at the
that's
center,
way too much
locking down
space
the
for
middle.
Ilyasova, but
And it's Indiana's
luckily
ball.
he missed
Now
that
the
one.
Pacers moving it up. Here's Ellis. Terrific
And
assist,
there
a
we
nice
go.
finish. Solid play all around.
And they get the first bucket.
And they'll hope that sets the tone at the offensive end going forward. It doesn't always work out that way, but better to start fast than not.
Now here's Drummond. Johnson outside. Shot clock at 6. Jennings for 3. Rebounded
Nope.
by Moore. And certainly Freak
That
has
will be
established
mine as
himself
well.
as one of the up-and-coming stars. He'll be going up against others in the Rising Stars game.
Yeah, exciting to see all the young talent on the same floor during All-Star Weekend, and Freak and others making sure the NBA keeps that pipeline of stars full.
That's good.
Ooh,
Such a
that's
strong
a tough
finisher
shot.
on the fast break.
Gotta
And
give
Greg, I
him
love the
credit
fact
for
he's
hitting that
always in
one.
control, even though he's going at breakneck speed. He still maintains his body control.
Now here is Hill. Pulls up on the wing. Moore with the bucket.
Nice pass. He got the ball right into his teammate's shooting pocket. On time and on target.
The Pistons have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Jennings kicks to Ilyasova.
Oh, what am I
And off
doing?
the left side of the
Oh.
rim, and it swirls in for him. For
That's
Indiana,
embarrassing.
they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Outside, George. Freak sets a screen for George. Goes up on the high post. Another shot, more. Good
Come
D
on.
by
Ah, I should have
Not
kicked
too much
it out.
congestion in the lane. I think he could have gotten a better shot that time, no question.
Ilyasova inside the line. Another miss by Ilyasova. So for the Pistons, their last game, a win against the Brooklyn Nets.
And in that game, guys, I mean, the beneficiary of what was some very lackluster defense being played.
Speaking of guys who are off
Agreed,
to,
guys. It was
hot
really
starts
quite
and all
shocking
that.
and disappointing.
How about
how many
Andre
free runs
Drummond?
to the hoop
He's
they
just
got.
on fire.
Here's
He's
Jennings.
getting 20-20
After the made
games
shot
here
from
lately.
Monte Ellis. Drummond a screen. It's Jennings with the drive. No good. And Indiana will go the other way with it. Here's George. And that one goes
nice
in
and
as
one.
he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
And he just big boyed it right there. The height advantage he's got down low, really difficult for them to defend.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
76% on the season from the foul line.
And fellas, I think you have to like his improvements over his free throw numbers from a year ago. It's not a significant number or a huge amount, but it's improvement nonetheless.
Now, here's Meeks. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. 5 on the clock. And here's Jennings outside. It's hauled in by Paul George. Indiana leading by 5. He dishes it to Moore. Outside Hill. Freak sets a screen for Hill. Off the pick. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops.
There we go.
Hill's got his first points of the game.
And doing a great job here just stringing together solid possessions as they build that lead up.
I tell you, there's no substitute for consistency, Greg. You know that. I know it. You can stay in control of the game. They'll stay in control of it if they simply stay good with their execution.
I don't know
of the
why
game
I keep
plan.
backing up.
Don't waste any possession.
Now let's send it down to Doris Burke, who was able to talk with Stan Van Gundy.
And of course, he said a big key for them will be trying to minimize Monte Ellis's impact offensively. He added, he's one of the best in the league at blowing by his defender and finishing at the rim. We've got to force him left, and then at the other end, make sure we go at him defensively and see that he expends some energy there as well. Kevin, defense not Ellis's strong suit. Seems like a smart plan.
All right, Doris.
Good
thanks.
team defense
Now,
there.
here is Hill. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Hill sets the screen for Hill. Pass to Hill. Shoots from 12. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist. Hill's got his fourth assist with that last one here tonight.
Not bad at all.
They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going.
We need to calm down. We're taking too many shots early in the clock. Let's get some ball movement and run something on the offensive end. Keep
So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Turner's checked in for Hill.
Okay. Peek, doc, peek, doc. Oh, there we go.
Pacers leading by 8. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. On the court for Indiana. Moore in at power forward.
Hey!
Ellis is out there with Rodney Stuckey. Then it's
I got
Turner,
the screen
and it's
glitch to
Hill
work.
in at the small forward position. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Indiana.
You've got to like the consistency with which they're hitting that mid-range jumper.
The other thing they've had going for them tonight is their passing. I mean, doing a nice job. Plenty of their points early on coming off assists.
The Pacers making a switch here. George is checked in, and a switch here also for Detroit. Brandon Jennings, he's checked in for Vasquez. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved a layup with that foul, and they'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
Johnson, he's checked in
Oh,
for the
I'll
Pistons.
earn them.
And so Moore nails both
Just
of them.
like that.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
Yeah, you have to make teams pay for fouling you. That's why they call them free, and they've done exactly that, made them pay.
Now here's Jennings. Turned in an outstanding game against Brooklyn. Kicks it to Morris. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Morris has got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Pistons.
That is a defensive breakdown.
Jennings against Stuckey. On the wing, Ellis. Basket is good. The assist from Stuckey.
Shot. Nice
Ellis
spin
has got the
move.
lead up to 11 now for the Pacers.
Wow, got
Set
that
up
one
an open
off
little
right
short
in the
jumper.
face of the big fella. Nice quick fire release.
Yeah, and the mid-range shot really the only option in that situation. Sometimes when you're facing a bigger guy, you can't get it all the way to the rim.
Yeah, they've gotten into a nice flow this quarter.
Yeah,
Boink.
looking to turn things around here, Greg, and cut into this lead.
Hill, he's checked in for Indiana. Ilyasova, he's checked in for Detroit. Now, here's George. 11 points for him in that last game against the Hornets in Charlotte.
That pass into the paint, that is a work of art there. Dead on
That
target.
was a beautiful pass.
And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. Jackson dishes to Ilyasova. No coverage that time.
Too much help
Ilyasova's
defense and
got
not
6
get
points.
back.
Pacers leading by 9.
Speaking of not getting back.
And the assist by Ellis.
Another gap in the defense found there, and they've really had their number today.
Jackson against Ellis. The drive by Jackson. Can't get it to go.
That's off.
Great defense that time from Ellis.
Until that was off as soon as it left his hand.
Stuckey outside. And there's the feed to George. A three-pointer is right on target.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
got 6.
Can't touch
It
it.
really looks like he may just try to take this thing over on his own and really build that lead up.
Drummond with a screen on Stuckey. The dish to Ilyasova. Jennings kicks to Johnson. Pistons passing it around. 6 to shoot. Drummond sets the screen for Jackson. Tries again. Moore with the block.
Get it.
Pacers have gone a perfect 4 of 4 since the second quarter began. Perfect from the field. Stuckey kicks to George. Basket is good. The assist from
I guess
Stuckey.
if they want to leave George that
Stuckey's
wide
got 3
open,
assists
feel
in the
free.
game.
That's the second long-range bomb in the quarter after a slow first period. He is on a roll.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, over to you.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Hornets had a huge game. He finished with 24 points and was his usual self on the glass, grabbing just about any missed shot that came off the rim. Numbers like that make you anxious to see what he can do next time out.
Opponents terrified.
Yeah, I think they'll be a little afraid. I mean, anybody who saw that game has to still be in awe of what he was able to do. Just absolutely dominant.
Well, I tell you, he was in such a rhythm and on a roll. He could have won that game all by himself.
And here's Jackson after Paul George getting his 3 to go. Jackson kicks to Ilyasova. Back to Jackson. To stop the run. That's good.
Oh, wow. Nice
Jackson's
shot.
got himself on the board with 3 there.
He can be a forgotten man in their offense sometimes, but the D still has to keep an eye on him.
The drive by Hill. Some solid defense
Oh,
there from
no!
Jackson.
The defense better
how'd I
not make a
miss
habit
that?
of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
And the call will be against George Hill. That's foul number 2 for him.
Another foul would give him.
And we finished one half of basketball. Pacers lead by 14. And we'll be back.
Pretty good halftime lead there.
Here we go.
We're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third. Paul George really making a difference here.
And he just went off in those first 2 quarters, guys. He's capable of doing that on a consistent basis as well. So we might see some changes from a defensive standpoint as they try to disrupt his rhythm in the second half.
You know, guys, I think you've got to make some sort of change. I mean, they can't let him continue to torch him up like he has been.
And Detroit looking at who they've got. Jennings and Meeks in the backcourt. Ilyasova out there with Johnson. And it's Drummond in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Jennings passes to Ilyasova. Here's Drummond, and he banks in the layup.
Just lazy defense on the glass there.
Well, nobody boxed out. Nobody put a body on
Nope,
anybody
no
else.
one did
Things
box
like
out.
That not only
Hill.
drive the coach crazy, that stuff gets under my skin.
And it's sent back by Drummond.
Hill.
Meeks dishes to Jennings. And it's sent back by George. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by George.
Oh, I tried.
Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. And Ilyasova kicks to Drummond. And the foul called on Freak. That's his first foul.
So I punched him in the dick. Big deal.
Hill against Jennings. To the inside. And Drummond throws it down.
He power
Hill
surged
can't
that
give up
one
the
down.
inside
Wow.
positioning.
Good term to use. One of the
Man.
game's top dunkers for sure.
Folks, that's not a petty, not a Manny. That's a facial.
Moore passes to George. George gets a screen from Moore. Tries to save it. George.
Oh no! What?
And with
No!
room like that off the pick, you have got to knock that one
Can't
down.
grab an
Well,
offensive
you know, they did
rebound
everything
tonight.
right, Greg. They executed. All you want is a good look at the basket. Sometimes the shots just don't fall.
And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that
Well,
one. Throwing
Drummond's
the
not
whistle and a lot
exactly
of
the best free
contact
throw
there.
shooter.
Oh, the
Shaky.
officials are all over that one.
Aha!
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I
Earthquake!
mean, you got to play without fouling.
Jackson, he's checked in for Jody Meeks. And that trip coming up empty, missing both.
Success.
Indiana leading by 12. Here's Hill. Ellis outside. Pick up by Hill. Ellis off a pick from Moore. Shot clock at 5. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense.
I got the
He's made all
screen
3 of his free throws
glitched
so
to
far.
work again.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
Gives us a
You know, one thing about getting
Free
going
throw
at
and
the free
then
throw line
14
like he has
seconds.
this season, it can continue to carry over.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Unloads from 13. Johnson with the block. Passes to Jennings. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Johnson kicks to Jennings. With the teardrop, and it's good on the
boy.
layup. Jennings has got his
All right,
first points of the night.
defense.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync, tremendous communication and awareness.
George, the third shot of the
Okay,
possession
well, that works.
finally falls for him.
Tip it right to
George
George.
has got 11 points.
And this collapse we've seen by their interior defense, it's really the reason why they've struggled and are in such a hole.
Well, so important to have three-point shooters that can stretch the defense and open things up. These small forwards have been doing just that over the last month. Paul George on top.
I mean, his range is about as long as it gets. I mean, you'd better have someone on him as soon as he crosses half court, or he just might drop a bomb on.
Test 1 2, test 1 2. Let's see if this is working again. This mic's starting to drive me nuts. There we go.
You got to keep his airspace limited, right up in it. There have been a lot of great bombers at small forward over the years, and with that percentage of his, he's right up there with them.
On the wing, Jackson. He kicks it to Drummond. Good. Drummond's got 6 points in the quarter.
And you know,
All right,
he's
come on,
enjoyed
guys.
the
Let's
kind of
go,
day
let's go,
you
let's go,
expect
let's
in
go.
terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back into this game.
There's a good screen. Hill drives in. Moore with it. Guarded now by Jackson. Ellis kicks to Moore. Stolen by Jackson.
Yep.
Moore with the bucket.
Go. Take advantage
Moore's
of a little
got 12
mismatch
points
there.
in the game.
The defense has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
And I'd be interested to know just how many of these attempts have come from inside of 5 feet.
Jackson against Ellis. On the wing, Johnson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And here's Jennings outside. They get it again. Outside for Jackson. Pass to Johnson. In the corner, Ilyasova with it. Hill against Jennings.
Gotta do it.
And it's
Wow.
Drummond
Come
with
on,
the jam.
guys.
Boy, you got to love that nice assist by Jennings.
Indiana leading by 11.
This Andre Drummond's playing like the real Andre Drummond.
Outside Hill. Moore dishes to Hill. And that
And
one goes
one.
in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line. Here is Jennings.
And it's
in at the
victory
4 spot.
time.
Solomon Hill is out there with Rodney Stuckey. Then it's Paul George, and it's Hill in at the center position. That's the Pacers' 5. Morris kicks to Drummond. And it's sent back by Hill.
Take that.
Stuckey with it, and Jennings picks him up defensively. Fires from 14, and Freak gets it to go on the assist by Stuckey. Stuckey's got 4 assists now tonight. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for Indiana?
You know, block shots, guys, a clear indicator on the stat sheet of their excellent defense.
He missed the
leaving
dunk.
them no room to get off any
How
shots.
embarrassing.
But also, they put the offense on its heel. Look at the number of steals they've been able to get. And that's something they also can take great pride in.
Moore inside, covered by Morris.
Oh!
And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot
take the
misses.
foul.
He'll be shooting 2.
Talk about complete control. Everything working in this one for free. He has 14 points, and he's managed to get 4 of his points by way of the free throw line.
And Clark, that might not make
That's
the highlight
because
reel, but those
I'm a
are
great
important
free throw
points
shooter.
nonetheless.
Ellis, he's checked in for Hill. And then for Detroit, Ilyasova, he's checked in for Johnson. And it's Johnson in for Morris. Jennings passes to Meeks. We've played just over 1 minute here in the 4th quarter. Jennings dishes to Drummond. And it's sent back by Hill. And that's out of bounds. Detroit will
Hill
retain
says,
possession.
no soup for you.
Clock at 4. Jennings for 3. Here's Drummond.
How did
Eyes it
Drummond
again.
beat us all for
And a
that?
foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. And he can't get the first one. That one is no good.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost
Okay,
their
yeah,
aggressiveness here.
let's just keep
in the
sending
second,
him to the
despite
line.
being down.
That's exactly when you need to be aggressive, Greg. You know that. I mean, another good job, though, of drawing contact and getting to
Nice
the free throw line.
three-pointer there.
And chalk up a few more points for him there. This has been a
Monte
one-sided game
Ellis.
in just about every area.
Absolutely. I echo that sentiment. Their offense, their defense, I mean, it's all been terrific.
Pacers leading by 18.
Oh, I didn't want to call for a pass.
Outside, George. There's the pick. Loses his man off the screen
that
and
works
lays
too.
it up and in.
I mean, he is tearing the defense apart, and let's face it, they have not brought their A game on that side of the ball.
Jennings against Stuckey. It's Jennings with the drive, and there's the foul. It goes on Ilyasova. That's his first foul.
Well, they're trailing here, but you got to admire how hard they're playing. I mean, that kind of effort is a winning effort. They're working the ball inside and trying to do what they can to get back in it.
Pacers have gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the 4th quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. Ilyasova against Moore. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
Now here's Jennings.
Guess I rattled them that much with that amazing
and now Doris
dunk.
Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Kevin, I was able to hear the advice Frank Vogel gave to his team during that last break. He said their plan was run their offense through Freak. Coach reminded them that he is supposed to be the key factor tonight, and he still wants to see that happen. The other thing he stressed was the need to be disciplined on offense.
Well, I think
he asked
it's
for
doing
good
a pretty
ball
good
movement
job
and
of
good
me
shot
being the key
selection.
factor.
So Coach waiting until the final stages to pull a few tricks out of his sleeve. Kevin,
And
let's
I've got
see if
18
he's made
points.
a wise decision.
And thanks
9
for that story,
boards,
Doris.
an assist, a couple blocks.
Stuckey against Jennings. Stuckey drives inside. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
That's right. 5 of their last 6 makes were on the interior. They've established their inside presence.
From the line. And he didn't get quite enough.
Hey,
into
there we
that one.
go.
Pacers leading by 22. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Here's Moore. Ellis with it. And Jennings picks him up defensively. Just 5 to shoot. Ellis kicks to Moore.
Get in there.
And the assist goes to Ellis. Ellis has got 3 assists tonight.
That was the 3rd straight high percentage look this defense has allowed. I mean, these defenders have got to start bumping bodies in the paint. Be more physical. Be more aggressive.
Let's
The game's
get
just far too easy right now when it
physical.
comes to attacking the basket. They have got to do better.
You know, what an
Yep.
advantage he brings to this
That's my
offense, guys.
bad.
I mean, being able to drain the 3 ball, that really can spread a defense and extend the defense as well.
Freak sets a screen for Ellis. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Yeah, first turnover of the
Face is
game.
an
Overall,
illegal
though,
screen.
he's been rock solid. Yeah, good call there. I mean,
Pacers leading by 19.
Bullard. Wow, we must
Pick up
really
by
be
Hill.
digging into the bench here.
Morris against George. Down low. Moore with the bucket. Moore's
I
got
don't even
22
recognize
points.
him. I don't
well,
think
guys,
I've ever
this
seen him
was
play
never
before.
really
Maybe it's a
contest,
10-day
just
contract
a
type of guy.
total obliteration, if you will, and you can safely say
Like our
mission accomplished
4th-string
now
point guard.
for the Pacers.
Agreed, Steve, and as one-sided as it gets today. You know, Clark, there were
George!
some dominant moments in there about every facet of this game for that team.
You're right, Kevin.
They've been doing a great job of sharing the ball.
Excellent display of team play.
And guys, Sade comes to mind for me because right now that offense, it's a smooth operation.
Sade, I like that.
I don't want to say they're trying to run up the score here, but they do keep adding to the lead.
Well, I know you don't want to say it,
Well,
but I
we
will,
have to
partner.
shoot.
I mean, they're trying to run the score up here. It's plain and simple. They're trying to throw salt all in that wound.
Johnson, good.
Room
We kinda
service
had
delivery
to.
right
We
there, fellas.
had the
Wonderful
shot
entry
clock.
feed.
Now we can
This has
just
been
relax
a one-sided affair.
and end this
Yeah,
game.
they've done a nice job of extending their lead.
Okay,
and
give me that ball
maintaining
before you
that
do
intensity
anything
level.
stupid.
Moore with it.
Get out of my way, Bullard. You know?
So no problem for Indiana as they get the win. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
Yeah, definitely by far.
Well, Paul, congratulations on the win. What did you have to be conscious of coming into tonight's game?
I mean, we knew this is a team that you can't, take for granted. They play hard. So we had to, step it up, execute offensively, and, stop them from scoring.
All good things. Paul, thank you so much. Guys, over to you.
All right, Doris, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll do it, folks. This is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching. Now time to send you over to the award-winning Ernie Johnson for the postgame show with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we get a chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Freak. He had just an outstanding fourth quarter performance. He really had the fire lit under him, and down the stretch, really having a huge impact on the outcome of this game.
I can't imagine a player having a better night from the field than he had tonight. His shooting percentage was off the charts. He used every trick in the book to get those high percentage shots. He shot from every direction, and there was a little bit of luck here and there, but he was on fire.
Well, his ability to get into the paint and get to the rim was deadly. For a guy who's mainly a perimeter shooter, it was remarkable how many of his points came right at the bucket.
And that'll do it for our broadcast tonight. Hope you enjoyed the show. For me and Kenny Smith,
Oh, what we got here? No. No. Ultimate Frisbee with Kevin Love to get his free throw animation. Sure. Alright, but on that note, this is where I'm going to end the stream for today. I want to apologize again just for the beginning part and the constant pausing. Like I said, I just had to take some things job-wise for my weekend job, and it's something that needed to be addressed right away instead of later. Or better that I address it right away. So, again, I just apologize for kind of the interruptions there at the beginning, but we still got a solid stream in here. We got a couple of solid games, got made up better once I got my focus back on the game. Everything went a whole lot smoother than the game we started with. So, a little bit of a rough start, but hey, strong finish, which is all that is important. Just the rundown here. Twitter is at 4moresports. Link is in the description area, both here on Twitch, or if you're watching this later on YouTube. YouTube is youtube.com/DSADeathAndy589. You can find all my streams that I've already done in the past, and any streams I do in the future will be uploaded there as well. If you are watching this on YouTube, feel free to give that subscribe button some love, and of course, give this video a good old thumbs up. And last thing, if you'd like to help support the stream, the biggest way you can do so is follow me here on Twitch, and continue to come back and watch the stream yourself. The two other ways are, you can donate to the stream, and that just goes to basically keep the stream running on a consistent basis, general living costs covering that, and, upgrading stream equipment, buying games to play on the stream. All the basic stuff that usual donations go towards. If you can't donate, though, you're always welcome to come back here and watch the stream. I'm never going to shake you down for money, but if you'd like to help out in some way, then just share the stream, friends, family, for fellow streamer or YouTube gaming channel. Direct message me on Twitter if you'd like to do a promote type of setup, and yeah, we can work out the details there. Coming up this afternoon, I'll be in Yu-Gi-Oh! Legacy of the Duelist. I think finishing up the last couple of GX Duelist challenges I have. I think I've got about 5 or 6 left, maybe 7. I'll be finishing those up, and then more than likely, if we still have time after finishing those up, I'll be jumping into the next campaign, which I want to say it's 5Ds. I could be wrong about that. It could be Zexel, but I think it's 5D that's would be the next one in that rotation. So whatever campaign it is, we'll jump into that once I finish up the GX Duelist challenges. So until the next point you decide to tune in, I will see you at that point. But until then, have a great day.